Hi, I'm Wes Allen with DM Tales, and today I'm going to be talking about Gregor the Introspective Bugbear. Let's roll it. Now, my Hallmark adventure, as I said previously, was based off of Hallmark movie tropes. And in this adventure, the MacGuffin the party had to find was a diamond of infinite value that they needed in order to save the main character's aunt's bakery. Like I said, it was a Hallmark movie. If the party got the diamond, they could save the aunt's bakery and therefore save the entire town. It was all meshed up together in some way. The only problem was the diamond in question had been stolen by a group of goblins who had subsequently used it as an idol in a new cult that they formed. This would require going in and, murder hoboing everybody. Now, among these cultists was a bugbear, unnamed. He decided he was going to join these strange goblins in their odd little diamond cult for reasons I really hadn't even considered. He was basically there just to be more stabby. Now, I ran this crawl 3 times. The first, I ran it with a bunch of beta testers just so I could test the balance of the encounters as well as get used to the new virtual tabletop I was using. The second time I used it was with the Friday night group, which was my neighbors. These were newer players and they were kind of getting used to being role players. It was their first experience. And the first time I ran this encounter, the beta testers and the Friday night group, they just killed everybody. They got in and the goblins wouldn't surrender and, they went bye-byes. Interestingly enough, the beta testers decided they were going to send someone in to pretend to be their god, the Shiny. And that didn't work out so well because A, he really rolled terribly on his persuasion check, and B, the goblins were looking at it going, the diamond's right there. It's right there. We know you're not him. Or it. The third group, which I have now affectionately called my Monday murder hobos, ironically left the bugbear alive. He got down to, I think, 1 hit point, and he was like, okay, I'm done. I want out. Let's do the no-killing thing. That would be nice. That's his real big deal, the no-killing thing. So now suddenly I had to create, a reason why this bugbear decided he was going to join the cult, because they're starting to talk with him, give the bugbear a name and a voice, because he wasn't really there to talk. He was there to do the stabby. So I ended up giving him the name Gregor and came up with his backstory of he was just out on a battlefield where he had just, eviscerated one of his enemies. And he looked down and goes, I just can't do this anymore. I need to follow my true passion, which was not even cooking. It was finding ingredients for cooking. I don't know where that came from. It just flew out of my head. So unnamed bugbear cultist becomes Gregor the Finder, the introspective bugbear. And Gregor ended up getting a very gravelly voice. You'd kind of expect a bugbear to have. So he's going, I'm not really with these guys. The no killing. Can we do the no killing thing? That would be pretty good. We would like the no killing. I'd really like to live. And so that's kind of how Gregor talked. And the party interrogated him and found out about his passion to discover new and exotic cooking ingredients, some of which I think are legal. And they said, well, we know an inn that they're looking for some help in the kitchen because business hasn't been so good. Maybe you can go back there. And they end up sending Gregor the Introspective Bugbear back to their hometown to start becoming the person who is the supplier for their inn, the Pickled Cookie. That's a whole nother story. And over the weeks, Gregor has had quite the impact on people. He's met a gnome who is a chef, and they're trying to start a restaurant in the town somehow. And when the army moved in, that's yet another story, and placed all the goblins in town under arrest, the local captain of the constabulary decided that I'll deputize him. He'll be in charge of the prisoners who are under now house arrest in the town hall. And so Gregor's gone from being bugbear cultist to procurement being for the local restaurant, and now a deputy of the town. Not really sure how this is all going to work out, but he's kind of interesting. And every time the players meet him, he always walks up to the rogue who ended up sparing his life and goes, Hey, it's good to see you again, boss. We're still doing the no killing thing. That's still a thing, right? Okay. And the players every time have to reassure him, yes. We're totally doing the non-killing thing. You're totally fine. So I find it interesting that the Monday murder hobos are the ones who keep on adopting all these chaotic creatures. And anyway, that's the story of Gregor the Introspective Bugbear. Next week, I'll probably tell a little bit more stories about the Monday Murder Hobos, although I have a really good one from when my wife was playing that I would like to share. I've also got some software I want to demonstrate and kind of introduce to people, so if you're interested in that sort of thing, let me know. Until then, happy playing.